I am recording this on my phone because I'm too lazy to literally get out of the bed and get my battery off the charger for my camera to record this little quick intro. But basically, I had a whole plan, and I've always been a very planning type person, very structured, very organized. And when I something would erupt that plan, I would be very upset. And as I'm getting older, I am learning, life is too short to just, obviously, life is too short to just decide to be upset about stuff that is irrelevant, just to see the sadness or the madness in it, understand it, move on, and find your happy place again. So, today's video was going to be my Squid Game video. Now, I have a whole series, probably about 5 to 6 videos dedicated to Squid Game. It is going to be my first series that I talk about, and today was going to be the first video for that. Well, I woke up in a chatty mood, and actually, I want to share with you Halloween stories, just different things about kind of like a little vlog, a little sit down video just for fun, a little bit about me. We will continue the Squid Game sometime this week, but thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you on the flip side. Oh, my bad. Bye. So I'm waiting for church to start, and I'm just gonna tell some like Halloween stories. I feel like, oh yeah, first I have 2 Halloween stories that I want to tell. One is gonna be what, like this morning, like what happened this morning and my paranoia, basically. And the second one is like how I came about watching scary movies, like my history in it. So first, okay, so last night was Saturday, obviously, and I ended up watching like a whole bunch of YouTube. Like I feel like Saturdays have started to be the days where I just do whatever I want to do, whatever I feel like, and it's like my guilty pleasure day. If I don't have any like set tasks, I don't feel so bad if I don't complete them on Saturdays. So I ended up watching some YouTube, some stuff that I wanted to see, and I watched a whole bunch of like film analysis, like always, film theories, and yeah, I ended up watching, it's Halloween, so I ended up watching some spooky stuff. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I ended up watching some spooky stuff. And I always, like right before I go to bed, I try not to, because I know it's like, I try not to watch like spooky stuff right before I go to bed, because I know I'm starting to develop a fear of having very vivid dreams. Like, I feel within the past, and that is literally another story time. I can't go into it. I have this thing where whatever is the last thing I've seen or listened to or heard, basically they say dreams is what like you're trying to process it, and I always process that, like whatever it is, if it's negative. So I try not to, but I woke up at like 6:30 to like drawers slamming. So I'm like, what the crap? Because my dad works, well, it was a little bit earlier than 6:30, but my dad has the weekend off, and so does my brother. And so I was like, who is up this early? So I'm thinking, why would Cameron come home this early and start slamming? Because it sounded like it was right like in front of me. Why would he be home? Did he get a, like, these are all the thoughts that was going in my head. Like, did he get into a fight with his girlfriend? What is happening? So I ended up hearing my dad talk. So I was like, okay, is my dad making this noise? Because it's not coming from his room, it's coming from in front of me. Or is he like, who is slamming stuff? And then I heard my dad open the door. He ended up going to work. Very anticlimactic, but yeah, he ended up going to work. And then I heard like this like ticking noise, so then I rolled over, and right in front of me I could hear this ticking noise. Like, so when I opened my eyes, it stopped. So that's the weirdness that happened to me this morning. The second part is, I feel like I've never really watched a full, I've watched a full scary movie like before, but I don't think, I mean, a lot of people do that, but not looking at the screen, muting it, fast forwarding it to the end, because I cannot deal with the like pressure on my heart. Scream is probably the first scary movie that I remember vividly. I think I watched that movie all the way through. Basically, I remember having a vivid dream, being in this staircase to like a basement, or it wasn't a basement, it was more like a garage. So it was kind of set up like it was carpeted and everything. So it was in a house, and it was like going to like a basement, but when I got to the basement, it was like a garage. Yeah, I just remember him like being in a staircase with like 3 other people, and he comes out of nowhere and just starts full sprint. And I feel like one of my fears is someone running after me, because I've never been an athletic person, and I know they would catch me every time, and that was my first fear. And I remember he getting caught up to me and he stabbed me in the back. Yep. And that was, and since then I knew that I did not like Scream. Scream has probably been my, I feel like that was my first like childhood scary movie that I watched, and that movie it terrifies me. Scream terrifies me, I'm not gonna lie. Like, something chases you, and I guess it's because majority of them, Michael Myers, because they don't run after you, like somehow they magically catch up with you, and that's just like, I just feel like that would not be realistic. But Scream, he sprints, like he is an athletic person, and that freaks me out. I remember watching Chucky at a young age, and I always had a whole bunch of like stuffed animals on my bed, and I did not sleep with stuffed animals after that. But then I physically don't remember watching it all the way through. When it comes to the classics, I watched the remakes of the It. I've never physically watched the original It. I feel like I started to get into the horror genre because of the storyline. The storyline is very good, And majority of the time, it's the storylines that have to do with Paranormal Activity. I think Paranormal Activity was the first franchise I've watched all the way through. I've watched every single one of them. The Conjuring universe is another good one that I like because of the storyline. Like, I think the aspect of found footage. Found footage is probably my favorite type because I'm technically found footage at this moment. Let me take my pills anyway. My camera's about to die, so either one, either church will start or my camera will die.